Hey Leos, how are ya? It is Elsie here from Ten of Cups Tarot. If you have clicked here, you probably already knew that. And I am here to do your reading from today until the 15th of December. I am really super sorry that this is a little bit late, but I had to get the private readings done, guys, okay? I come here to give you whatever I can give you for the time that I have left. All right. So thank you for those of you who have booked private readings with me. I mean, thank you. Thank you so much. It has been my complete pleasure to get to know you and get to know about your story and who you are and who and give you some information about who is coming forward for you. So I have my Power of Surrender deck here, and I am first going to ask Spirit for one surrender card, please, for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you don't know what your Sun and Rising sign is, please click at the top, up at the banner, or click below, right down the bottom of my About page, and you'll be able to find a link where you can find out which your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign is. Power of Surrender. Here we go, Leo. Just gonna cut those, and look at that. Surrender the drama. So no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help you resolve the issue more quickly. I have to tell you that in my younger years, I really didn't mind the drama. I didn't normally get involved in the drama. That's not really what I do, but it really didn't bother me as much as it bothers me now that I'm older. And I will have to tell you that when I spot drama, I will run the other direction. I will be gone with a stream of fire behind me quicker than you can count. So no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Can be a hard point. Staying centered will help you resolve things more quickly. Surrender the drama. There you go. All right. So I am using the Steampunk Tarot, one of my super duper favorite decks, and we are going to give you a reading from today until the 15th of December, Leo. Again, really apologize for being late, but you know, the readings for the private customers do come first, okay? My clients require some private energies, and that's what I need to do. I need to keep that in line. So this being said, it is now going to be a reading, a general reading now for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do Venus and Jupiter because Venus is the female and Jupiter is the male energy. So we're trying to make a couple here, right? Just don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to call in my my crew, the one that actually does the work. I just drop the cards. I don't do the heavy lifting. So it is Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel that will help us and guide us through this reading, please. If you could please give me information for the highest good of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If I could also have gods and goddesses be present, please, and also for guidance of my angels. I do need your help today, and the holders of the pure white light, if you can please bless me and keep me safe as I open a line of connection with Spirit. If you can please protect me from anything that may cause me harm. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful gift you've given to me to share with this general population on YouTube. And I just heard 3 shuffles. 1 and 2 and 3. And there we go. All right, Leo, here we go. It's all about you today. Okay, so just remember, surrendering to the drama. I know that Leo loves some drama. I know it. So try and stay out of the drama, Leo, okay? All right, so the first card we are pulling out is the 4 of Cups. Leo, do not miss this opportunity. Do you see this opportunity up here? This fella here, he's very concentrated on what he has here. He is feeling a little bit indifferent about life as it's going on. He looks bored. He doesn't look like he's really swaying this way or that. He's just kind of like, now what? Well, there is an opportunity coming, but he's not looking for it. So this card is a card of cups. It's about emotion, about, you know, go with the flow. It's about being deep. really pulling from your core emotional reciprocity, and also emotional romantic love. So this guy may be bored because he's not pointed in the right direction. So if you are looking for a new opportunity in love, then I suggest you get your head up and look around. Okay. Now, what I usually do, I just want to explain because people have been asking in email, is the way I do my spread, because you guys can't see it. I do 5 cards first, which is the energy for the near past. Then I do another 5 cards under those 5 cards, and that is the energy for the present energy. And then I do build an 11 card upside down pyramid on top of that, which is your future information. So right now it looks like in the near past that you've been getting a little bit bored. You've been a little bit complacent, I think, about what's going on in the emotions department. So you look a little annoyed there, Leo. Okay, well, that's about to come to an end because it looks like the star card is here. So if you are feeling a little bit, kind of meh, if you've been feeling a little bit meh, just know that the wish that you made upon a star is about to come to you. This card is also about balance. It's also about using your intuition and about keeping things, I already said keeping things in balance. The star comes to shine, it's sun, moon, stars. Or sun, moon, stars. So it is the least of the bright items in the sky, but there still is a little bit of leeway here. You still will be able to see a little bit here. Just make sure that you take your intuition with you, because that's what's going to shine the brightest. You're going to shine, I think you're going to lift your head, Leo. I think that you've been kind of ignoring this on purpose, because if I know Leo doesn't do anything without intent. And it's usually pretty thought through. So if you have been ignoring this opportunity, it's been for a reason, because you're just not into it. But it looks like the star, the universe is saying, Leo, it's time for you to maybe get, out of your head, and maybe it's time for you to start dating again, maybe meet someone interesting. So coming up next is the 3 of Cups. So it looks like you are probably going to meet someone interesting. I do know that you're kind of ho-hum. I get it. You're doing your own thing over here, and maybe that's getting boring all alone, right? So this card, I love how these ones are brown. These ones are kind of like, okay, but this one is like casting the light in the middle. I love that. So this one is casting the light in the middle, and it's shining on everything here. So your opportunity is up there, and that's going to take you to this social place. Now, Leo, I also know one thing about a Leo, and that is that a Leo doesn't mind being the center of attention. However, that being said, that does depend on whether or not, depending on your moon and your rising sign. So we could have a Leo who is enjoying the limelight, or who doesn't mind being in the light, but then you could have, softer, muted kind of signs for your moon and your rising. So it could very well be that you're okay with just being, hemming and hawing, and you're okay with being meh. But some of these Leos just really want to be in the middle of the party, and they're usually like the life of the party because they're so happy and giggly, and they don't mind casting light onto themselves. And so they'll be the joke tellers and the person that is like got the group around them, that kind of thing. I think you're scared though. The social interaction stresses you out. And just because you're a Leo, it doesn't mean that you won't be stressed out. It just means that, sometimes people who really encourage the attention on them do that because when they're talking, they feel less stressed out. So this card here is a card of a little bit of stress, worry, and it's casting fear. It's casting fear here. It's also casting fear on your transformation. So I think you're feeling a little bit nervous, or were feeling a little bit nervous about what was coming up. And your intuition may have been telling you that something is coming up, and that was this transition here. So there is a big transition coming up, and I know that because the devil is right next to that transformation. And it is the devil who will tell you that you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes. They'll think that the devil will have you think that you're in lack and that you cannot do the things that you want to do. However, the star is in contradiction with the devil, and the star is here to tell you that your wish is coming. So whatever you have wished for, whatever you want to have, Leo, that thing has, your order's been put in, and all you need to do is get up and move. So just don't be so meh. Get out and find somebody, or not find somebody, but get out and have some fun with your friends. Come on now. And yeah, it can be a little bit scary as you're going through transformation, but you have to get out and see people. Okay. So that being said, I am just going to shuffle, and now we're going to go lay out 5 cards for the current energies here. Just one moment. Oh, current energies. We've got some fall ones jumping out here. I'll take them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Okay. So, okay. So it looks like, Leo, you have been a little bit meh, because I think that you are probably just getting out of a relationship, or you're just not wanting to be, attached. And that's okay too. There's no crime in not wanting to be in a relationship. And sometimes it's for a healthy reason. It's usually because that you're so comfortable within yourself and comfortable and confident within yourself that you really don't need an attachment. You don't really need that other person. The thing is that relationships are wonderful, but relationships also bring expectation. Expectation and the pressure to perform under someone else's request. And if that's not what you're in for, then I totally get it, Leo. Okay, so coming up in the present, it looks like there is some passion going on. So maybe you're just kind of feeling out the waters, meeting some people, maybe having some passionate moments, but not really, not really wanting to get into a relationship of any kind, because you're kind of bored with the relationship scene. Maybe you just got out of a relationship or a marriage and you're kind of done with that whole thing and just wanted, a little bit of passion here and there, and to just have some, some alone time. And I get that. I get that because that's kind of where I am. Like I love my alone time. Okay. That going forward, strength. It's saying that if you're going to be in this energy, if you're going to be in this, this energy where it's just going to be passion and not going to be any attachment or making any relationships, that you should probably be strong. Okay. Strength comes from the inside, and, the universe is here to help you whenever you need your strength, but you have to ask for it. So the universe doesn't know really what you want unless you really ask for it. I mean, they assume what you want because, thoughts and wishes, but they assume what you want. But until you voice it to the universe, the universe really isn't sure what you want. So usually when I do a private reading, someone will send me an email and I will read their questions out loud, just letting, the intention be spread into the universe about what the intent is of the reading. So, and that's what you're doing here. When you're strong, and if this is what you're doing here, and when you're strong, you are setting your intention. When you go out to play, you're setting your intention with the universe of what you want. So just make sure you speak it out loud. The 10 of Pentacles, abundance. So abundance financially, abundance in relationship, if you want it, abundance, right? So in this particular one, it depends on the energy of the reading as I see this card. Sometimes I see this card as someone who's finally found their happiness, right? Finally found their happiness, they have a child, they have dogs, they look like they're pretty in love. They can't take their eyes off each other. Then I see this lady down here offering her pentacle, but I think it's too late. I think that she was, you may have met somebody somewhere and they offered the pentacle, and you decided that you just want to be single and you just want to, go in for a bit of passion, practice your strength, and that you just want to perhaps, either, have a relationship which isn't a marriage relationship, and you could have a lot of suitors after you too. You could have a lot of people who really like how fiery Leo is and want to, because this came up together, and want to get to know you. So if you were out at a recent gathering, and you met somebody, that person may want to offer you something. The Knight of Wands is here, so it's definitely passion, right? Offering of passion. And then you wait. So maybe it is a relationship that you're looking for, but you're going in first for passion. The King of Wands would do that. The King of Wands would go in for the passion just to see how the passion is first. And then based on the passion, we'll decide whether they want to start a relationship, because for some people, it is that important. So what I see here is that there is passion here. Then, you know, the universe reminding you to be strong. If this is what you're doing, strong in the passion. You need to decide whether or not you want a relationship. You're going to be abundant anyway, whether you're alone or in a relationship. And then it looks like there is the Knight of Wands coming to bring in more passion. After all this goes down, then we wait. It looks like the Three of Wands is here. So the Three of Wands is you taking action, maybe making a choice. Something is coming off of that, off of those boats that you're waiting for. It could be a person, could be, it's something tangible, because it is, and it is fiery as well. So something tangible, but it could be a person, it could be lots of things. But nonetheless, there you go in waiting. So you could be waiting on someone you met at this party that you had in the past. You could be in the midst of a third party. I'm just saying, because I know a lot of Leos, and Leos are quite passionate. I'm just saying. So the way I see it here as well is that you could be a little bit meh about the wish, because you have dragged yourself and your partner into a Three of Cups situation, so into a third party situation, and that is what is keeping you chained and quiet and under the foot of the devil. You really need to change your mind. You really need to change from this sort of energy from the past, only because this is the energy that is going to make you exhausted and tired, not wanting to go out, that kind of thing. So in the present, though, we do still have you with the passion, of course, because you're Leo. But it looks like you're moving into abundance and strength. And it looks like there also is an offer of passion coming with the Knight of Wands here. And then, you know, the three wands we've got here, because we're waiting for ships to come in. All right, Leo. Now we go into the future. Let's see what we've got here. All right, so we start off with 4 cards in the future. You have a lot of decisions to make, whether that be decisions at work, decisions at home, decisions in the family, or just basically decisions about passion. Nonetheless, you're confused. You've got a lot of opportunities here. So you need to decide whether you want to take an opportunity or whether you want to stay single. So the Nine of Pentacles is the single person. Who's abundant, standing in their power, everything's going great, they're working for the place they love, or they're they're a business person who has decided to just move on and make their own pentacles. She is kind of standing there like, look at her hand. She's like, what? Like, I've always been this cool. What? You didn't notice? This could be a male or a female, by the way, because we're not reading gender, we're reading energy, right? So yeah, so it looks like you may be a little bit confused, and so after all, you decide to stay alone. This can cause a little bit of strife. So the Five of Wands is a little bit of anger and upset. It's arguing. So it could be like someone telling you, thanks, you came in for the passion and then you didn't stay. Well, I'm just saying, you didn't block the passion. So, you know what? Takes two to tango, people. So don't let anyone put that on you. Yeah, you went in for the passion, but they didn't say no. I'm just saying. So here's the Justice card. And the Justice card shows up when there is something going on that is unjust. So the Justice card comes back to weigh the scales, right? To get them back in balance. And it could be that through this situation here, you found yourself at a balance. Right? It could be through here you found yourself out of balance. You had a lot of opportunities. You decided to stay single. There was an argument that ensued, and now Justice is here to bring everything back, back to norm. Justice, yeah. Justice is also doing the right thing. So maybe saying sorry. I don't know if a sorry is really needed, but whoever you got annoyed with you, they're annoyed with you, all right? I don't know if it's necessary for you to say sorry, but it's, it's about doing the right thing, I guess. So, it's probably good to talk to that person, let them know where you're at in a relationship status type thing, not really looking right now and just looking for someone to go out with and have fun with. Oh, ow. Okay, I get it now. So the reason that you had this bit of conflict here, I think, is because you found yourself a king or a queen of swords. So yeah, I get that. So if you're going to go into just a fiery situation with the queen of swords, she's going to cut you. If you're going to do her wrong, she's going to cut you. She's really good with her words. You can see that her sword is down. So her sword isn't at the ready. She's not ready to cut anybody. She is very, very attractive and always has a suitor on her, 24/7 kind of thing. But if it's the queen of swords that you annoyed in this situation because you went in for the passion and that was it, then good luck to you. That's all I'm saying. Good luck to you. Because she ain't having it. Anyway, that being said, so the scales come in, the justice makes everything balanced. This also could be the person that you meet while you're in balance. It could be the queen of swords you meet while you're in balance. Regardless of what's going on, things are blooming around you. You've got the sun on your side. So the universe is saying, look, you've got the sun on your side. Everything is illuminated. No more guesswork. Just be honest. This is all about honesty. Just being honest and speaking honest words. So just be honest with the person that you're going into this situation with, because if you want to stay in the light, you're going to have to be very clear with your words. So clarity is definitely needed. So just be clear with whoever you come in contact with that you think might be a good suitor for you, or a dating person for you, someone who doesn't want to get really serious but just wants cuddle time, that kind of thing. So just make sure that you state your intention, just so you don't get yourself in an ugly situation. Yeah, because you could have your heart broke, and you could be breaking hearts. Like it's the swords card. So you could be breaking hearts, and you could you could get your own heart broken. So go ahead and make your decisions, but make them wisely. And, go into hermit mode once in a while. It can't hurt. It doesn't hurt to go into hermit mode, especially after your heart's been broken, or especially after you've been accused of breaking someone else's heart. Think it over. What's going on? Is this really the way you want to live your life? And if you do, that's okay. Just be upfront, straight, with a lot of clarity with the person that you meet. Okay? Yeah, because you're waiting for the right person to come along, and nobody's going to blame you for that. Everybody's waiting for the right person to come along. If what you want is to go out, have some fun, find a person, do some dating, stay single, nothing very serious or anything like that, just make sure you state your intention. Just let that person know that you're not interested in a relationship, and anything that goes forward would be going forward in fun. Just be really clear. The sun's always going to shine on you as long as you're really clear on your information. I'm showing the Queen of Swords on one side and the Ace of Swords on another, and then the sun in the middle. That tells me that anything around communication and clarity, connection, clarity, anything that goes on up in the head should really be illuminated. You should tell the truth about that thing before you go forward with it. Or you're just going to be breaking hearts and end up in hermit mode forever. Like, you're going to be hiding from people, right? Who wants that? I don't want that. So I don't want that for you either. So yeah, Seven of Pentacles is really all about just waiting. Just saying that I do have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. So just be aware that the way you live your life, it does affect others. So if you're going to be in this sort of playful motion, and I call it a playful motion because that's all it is. It's a very light-hearted, playful kind of energy, and it feels good to me, actually, Leo, as I read this. It really feels good. You're going out with friends, you're being single, okay, maybe you're drinking too much because the devil is here. It's inciting a little bit of fear, and it's saying that you're drinking too much. Don't get into any addictions, okay? But it looks like you want to transform from that. You want to transform from, you know, being stuck in the addiction, stuck in a relationship, you know, like the devil also talks about being chained to things that you don't want to be chained to. So if you, because you are a Leo and people are attracted to you because you're large and in charge, you know, if you want to stay single, then just be honest about that with the person. You know, if you do end up meeting a Queen of Swords, she's going to cut you, man. I'm just saying, you've had your warning. And it's vice versa too for women and men. So, you know, just because we're looking at a Queen of Swords, it doesn't mean it's not a king. So ladies, if you're out there looking for just, you know, someone really attractive to have fun with, then just be sure that you're really clear about your intentions instead of going forward, you know, and end up getting your heart broken. And then you end up going in a hermit mode and boo-hooing and, you know, all the rest of that. And then that leaves you sort of in a stuck stasis, right? Where you've planting the seeds again and waiting. It's like, you're throwing it out and rolling it, throwing it out, rolling it in, right? That's really not what you need. So to avoid the tower, if the tower is in fact part of your journey, to avoid the tower, I would say just be honest and be clear. And just always do the right thing, because that's what justice is about. It's warning you, please do the right thing. Bring balance to your life and do the right thing, because nobody wants to live in imbalance. It's not fun, and it's not, it's hurtful. It can be hurtful to people, okay? So I don't know who needed to hear that, but just remember that, oh, isn't that funny? So surrender the drama. So be clear. If you're clear with whomever you're with, you will surrender the drama, okay? That's all I have for you today, Leo. I will be back on the 16th with your reading for the last half of December. Do you believe it's the last half of December? For the month of December, I still have a few spots waiting and ready for you to grab. If you would like a $60 reading, I am giving away a 15-minute reading free for family or friends that you can give as a Christmas gift. So if you really want to do that, please check down below. You'll see all the information, the pricing, and you can email me anytime. Okay, gotta go, guys. See ya. Bye.